Excuse me. I'm Dr. Bolak from Neurology. This is Dr. Carter. We'd like to see the medical records of a former patient, Frank Ryan.
Frank Ryan.
Please.
Oh, Seneca, the baby just came out of surgery. Has a terrific chance to make it. What are you looking for trouble for?
Because I am haunted by the idea that I may not be Edmund's father.
Well, I guess you have to find out.
I tell you, Bucky, when they told me that the baby's blood type wasn't O, it really shook me up. Jill is an A dash. I am a B dash. Now, I know it's possible for two dashes to combine to produce an O child, but...
But it's pretty rare, right?
Extremely rare. And Edmund was very premature. I was surprised when I saw him.
Here you are, Doctor.
Thank you. The hematology workup is what we're looking for.
It has to be there someplace.
Here it is. He's a no.
Oh, no, that doesn't have to prove anything for sure.
No, except that theoretically, either one of us could be the baby's father. Maybe the minor groups will give us the answer. Edmund's subgroup is N. So is Frank's.
I don't know.
Of course, that doesn't really prove anything either.
Well, do you know your own extended classification?
Yeah, I'm an M. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I'd like another file, please. Miss Jillian Coleridge.
Jillian Coleridge.
If Frank, gave Edmund that N, it was either him or Jill, because it wasn't me.
So, Jill, better be an N. Although, you know, actually all that'd prove is that either you or Frank could be the father.
I'll tell you, Bucky, I think I'd settle for that right now. That is my baby, the isolate. I brought him into the world. I breathed for him on the way to the hospital. He'd have died in the car if it hadn't been for me. I watched over him every minute since. He's the son I've waited for, Bucky. I'm not about to give up on him until I'm absolutely sure that there's no chance he's mine.
Here you are, Doctor.
Thank you. My hands are trembling. Do you believe this? Well, this is it.
I don't see it.
It's not here. I mean, what kind of lab work is this? Where's this? Where's the subtopics?
Well, maybe they weren't ordered.
Well, I'm just gonna have to find out some other way then, Bucky.
When all is lost,
They took my house and my company, my wife, my son.
one hope remains.
What if baby's really alive?
And after all they've been through,
You gave up your eyesight for this baby.
this week a dream comes true for Angie and Jesse.
I can see.
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
The Chew, a new kind of daytime talk show where everybody brings something different to the table.
The Chew will be a very interesting daily take about food.
It's going to be a show that centers around family, fun.
With expert advice, the latest trends, and useful tips you can use at home. So treat yourself to something new and delicious every day.
Join us.
Join us
Join us, join us.
at the table.
Join The Chew weekdays. Premieres Monday, September 26th, only on ABC.
Bare Minerals is the original. Millions of women worldwide love Bare Minerals because it changes more than your skin.
Bare Minerals will change your life.
This is smooth, it's nice, and it covers. I like that.
Bare Minerals is the only foundation I would ever use. Ever.
100% pure Bare Minerals is not like any other makeup. It looks like beautiful bare skin while it covers whatever you want it to. No matter what your skin type or condition, Bare Minerals is for you. Best of all, now is a great time to start going Bare, because right now you can get everything you need for flawless coverage. And a new favorite, Click Lock Go, gives you a spill-proof way to take Bare Minerals foundation with you anywhere. We also have an exclusive bonus collection worth $57.95, free. And it's all yours for more than 75% off retail. Our introductory Get Started kit includes Bare Minerals foundation for flawless coverage. We promise a perfect shade match or your money back. You'll also receive warmth for a healthy glow, Mineral Veil, the ultimate finishing touch, and Bare Minerals Professional Flawless Application Brush. Call right now and you'll also receive 3 fabulous full-size and totally free gifts, including Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara. Purchased separately, you'd spend over $120. So our original Get Started kit was a great deal at 2 payments of $29.99. But if you call right now, this entire 7-piece set is yours for just 1 payment of $29.99. That's right. Order direct and receive everything you see here for only 1 payment of $29.99. That's over 75% off the retail price, a savings of over $90.
It's not expensive. It lasts for such a long time.
Bare Minerals is my miracle.
With our 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose.
To save over 75%, call 1-800-235-3320. ESCO, you can receive this handy compact. Call 1-800-235-3320 now.
Oh, God, what am I gonna do?
Sheila, it might be just as well to put off the wedding. You're not going to feel much like a party and a honeymoon for a while yet. Your body needs a little time to get back to normal after the miscarriage and the DNC. You'll be able to make love again.
I'm supposed to get married on Friday.
June weddings are very pretty, too.
Honey, what's going on?
Oh, Bobby.
Hey, come on. Take it easy, all right?
I'm so miserable.
Honey, what's the problem? Did you and Pat have a fight? Huh?
No,
I mean, he's outside here right now. I just talked to him. He didn't say anything about it.
nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Well, what are you like this for, huh?
Pat can't help me with anything.
Well, maybe I can. Huh? Maybe I can help you.
No.
Listen, did I ever tell you the story about the IRA guy who died and he went up to heaven and he met St. Patrick at the Golden Gates and St. Patrick says, "And who would you be?" And he says, "I'm Timothy Duggan. I'm proud of it." He goes, "Timothy Duggan? With the IRA?" He says, "The very one." He says, "Well, you can't come in here." Timothy says, "Who said anything about coming in there? I'm going to give you all 3 minutes to come out." Honey, come on, tell me what's going on. You've told me everything else.
I don't know.
Well, then you better just stop it and cool it, okay? You're going to get the whole family upset.
Yeah, I won't get Mary upset.
Yes, you will. Now, come on.
No, I will not. Stop it. Stop it. I just can't help myself, okay?
Honey, I don't know why you're crying so much. You and Pat are going to be married in a couple of days. That makes you happy, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, then why all the tears? You're going to have a nice marriage. You're going to have a nice honeymoon. It's only going to be a couple of days, but you guys are going to be together. Didn't you tell me that's the one time you're happy is when you're with Pat?
Bobby, stop it!
Honey, how can I stop it when you're going on like this? Delia, think about it. This Friday, you're going to become Mrs. Patrick Ryan. Now, that's the one person you said you've loved since high school. Now, how can you cry like this when Friday is just around the corner?
Bobby, please, just stop it.
Well, I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Why is it every time I turn around, Frank Ryan's there? Couldn't he find somebody else's life to interfere with?
Listen, Seneca, you know, it's been a long time since I've studied in extended classifications in minor groups. I mean, are you really sure about this MN stuff?
It's really not that complicated once you sit down and look at it. As a matter of fact, it's quite simple. Here. Follow. All right. Now, Jill's blood type is A dash. Okay. Mine is B dash Frank. Is a dash, which equals O. Edmund, a dash, which equals O.
Okay.
All right. So then, Edmund could have gotten his O either from Frank or from the coming together of these two dashes, Jill and Seneca.
Because two dashes will produce an O.
Right. So as far as we've gone, either Frank or I could be Edmund's father. Okay, now, let's get into an extended classification, the minor groups.
Okay, Edmund is an N.
Good. N. I am an M. Frank is an N. And Jillian is a question mark.
Okay, so what you're saying to me is that, the baby got his N from either Jill or Frank, right?
That's right, because he didn't get it from me.
So, if Jill's an N, then either you or Frank could be the father.
Bucky, I'd settle for that right now.
But if Jill is an M, then you couldn't be the father. And you'd have to assume that Frank is.
I can't even think about that. Edmund is my child in every way that counts. Dr. Bullock.
Seneca? Marshall. Before I start, how's the baby?
Well, he came through the operation very well, Marshall. Roger did a hell of a job.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I know what having a child must mean to you. Yeah. That is good news. There's one thing. I assume you've had an opportunity to go over the new work schedule.
Well, as a matter of fact, my secretary put it on the blackboard in my office so I could show it to the staff. Flip that, will you please, Bucky?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I tell you, Marshall, the more I look at it, the more convinced I am it won't work.
It has to work. Things don't always go the way we expect, Seneca. We have to accept what we're given.
God damn it, platitudes aren't the answer. Instead of making great pronouncements about accepting what we're giving, how about coming down here and taking a look at it now that it's set out in black and white?
It won't do any good, but I'll be glad to come down there if it'll give you some satisfaction.
How in the hell do I know if it'll give me satisfaction until you come down here and I see if you'll do anything to change it?
For heaven's sake, cool off. I'll be right there.
Somebody around here's got to think of something else besides money.
Seneca, you know, you're upset at a lot more than the budget. I mean, you know that, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Shouldn't have taken out my personal problems on Marshall.
Listen, if he's really coming down here, don't you think you ought to erase, the blood types?
Oh, yeah, of course. Listen, Bucky. All that, business between, us about Edmund, that's strictly between us, right?
Oh, you know, I wasn't planning on telling anybody, you know, except for maybe, Johnny Ryan and Maeve, you know, Pat, Clem.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I had that coming. But I gotta get an answer, Bucky. And I gotta get the answer I need.
A family says goodbye to the man they lost.
He may not have been Todd Manning, but I loved him with all my heart.
Now, can the father who lost them pick up the pieces?
I owe you my life.
Or will he pay for their suffering?
You deserve to be locked in a cell for the rest of your pathetic life.
One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Introducing new Coffee Mate Natural Bliss. Made with only milk, cream, a touch of sugar, and pure natural flavors. New Coffee Mate Natural Bliss from Nestle.
That kind of pledge on your side isn't just a great way to clean wood. Pledge is also gentle on leather, safe on stainless. Mr. Spot, great for shining motorcycles. Wood, come on, let's pledge. Car seats and dashboards. Hey there, Queen's laminate furniture, or whatever that was. Even granite. Today, Pledge shines a whole lot more than just end tables.
For a quick dusting, try Pledge Wipes.
SC Johnson, a family company. Now there's a delicious way to help get omega-3 DHA into your kid's diet. New Flintstones Gummies plus omega-3 DHA, the only complete children's multivitamin that's also an excellent source of this key nutrient. All in a great-tasting gummy. New from Flintstones.
Want more of your favorite ABC daytime shows?
Just tell me.
Log on to abc.com/daytime to check out The View, The Chew, One Life to Live, and General Hospital.
You're gonna have to trust me on this.
Watch videos or full episodes.
It's kind of exciting.
Get exclusive sneak peeks. Learn about the co-hosts. Go behind the scenes.
I accidentally threw away my other shoe.
Connect with other fans and get great tips you can use.
I always buy tools for the kitchen that have more than one use.
I like it. Find it all now at abc.com/daytime.
Jill and I had come so far in the last few weeks, Bucky. Out at the beach. So many good feelings. And I had the feeling that some of the things that began to happen between us last summer were starting up again.
From what you're telling me, it sounds like you two got along pretty well. I mean, when you were alone.
That's just it. We do. Jill was going to have a Le Boyer delivery. It was my idea, partially because of the family bonding aspects of it. And then we had the ultimate in bonding experiences with my delivering the baby.
After all that...
Yeah, after all that, how can I live with the idea that Frank Ryan may be the father of my little boy, and he may take him and Jill away from me, huh?
Only maybe he isn't.
Gotta know.
Seneca? Bucky?
Yeah, I think I'll get out of the way.
I don't blame you.
See.
So long, Bucky. Listen, I'm sorry if I got a little carried away before. There's been a lot on my mind.
Well, it's perfectly understandable. When a child is sick, it's hard to keep everything in perspective. Well, it's certainly all there to be seen, isn't it?
Now, we must be able to do better than this, Marshal.
We had to fight for every penny here. It was worse than this at one time.
Well, that's crazy. This is crazy.
You're living in a city that is desperate for money. The schools are struggling, the fire department, the police department. We're part of it, too.
You know this has to affect patient care. There's no way we can give the right kind of medical treatment with this sort of operation.
Somehow we have to.
Staff can't do it. They are overworked now, which means they're going to get more and more tired, which means that ultimately it's the patients who are going to pay the price.
Let's not make up troubles in our heads.
Let's not stick our heads in the sand.
This is it, and we don't have any choice.
Well, all I can say is that sooner or later the people are going to scream.
If you hear any negative feedback from the patients, I want you to keep the hospital information officer informed. We don't want to get the community excited if we can help it. We've got to make them understand that we are providing the best care possible.
Even though we know we're not?
Seneca, what's the matter? You're about as negative as I've ever seen you.
Let's just say I'm upset about the baby, all right?
Of course you are.
But beyond that, Marshal, this places an unfair burden on the staff, especially the residents and the interns.
You leaving?
Yeah, I gotta get back over to the hospital. No rest for the weary. You have any luck?
Yeah. I can't figure out what's wrong. Usually I can talk to her, you know, tell her a joke, something like that. It's not working today.
Well, what's going on? Did she say anything?
No. She's upset. I mean, Pat, she's pregnant. She's unmarried. Your parents aren't exactly jumping up for joy because you two are getting married.
No.
So she's pretty much eaten up, I'd say.
Yeah, Mary's been after her about trying to trap me. So is Frank.
Yeah.
Guess you and I are the only friends she's got left.
Yeah. It looks that way, don't it?
She knows I'm gonna marry her on Friday.
Yeah.
Only we haven't picked the place or who's gonna do it yet.
What? Friday's not that far off, Pat.
There just hadn't been time.
Well, no, brother. No wonder she's upset.
I just didn't want to have the wedding at City Hall, so I was thinking maybe a judge, but I haven't seen Frank to get any names yet.
Well, hey, buddy, judges, that's part of my job. You want a recommendation?
Yeah, that might be a real help.
Let me think. Gotta get somebody with some nice chambers, somebody with a little sense of style or something. Murphy. You know Judge Murphy?
I've heard the name.
Yeah, he'd do it. He'd do it. He'd even make her laugh a little bit, huh?
Well, that would be great.
You want me to call him?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I just hope he doesn't start cracking jokes in the middle of the ceremony. You still want me to call?
Yeah.
It's ringing. Judge Murphy. Yeah. Yeah, this is Bob Reed. Yeah, you'll never believe why I'm calling you.
Next, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Later, see who's stirring up trouble in Pine Valley on All My Children, only on SoapNet. Will Quinn's perfect life
Nothing as important as you.
come crashing down
We have a warrant to search your room.
for a crime he didn't commit?
What the hell you think you're gonna find here? This.
Watch Days of Our Lives weeknights at 6 and 11 on SoapNet.
When all is lost,
They took my house and my company, my wife, my son.
one hope remains.
What if Babe is really alive?
And after all they've been through,
You gave up your eyesight for this baby.
this week a dream comes true for Angie and Jesse.
I can see.
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
I wanted to look great. Benadryl helped me lose 50 pounds. I lost 31 pounds.
I lost 40 pounds.
And I lost an incredible 37 pounds. Lose weight and look great with Benadryl.
With a number of those other sites, it's kind of more of a numbers game. You get 1 million people on there and you're emailing some girl and you know she's getting 100 emails the same day you email her, and you have to rifle through thousands and thousands of profiles. And it's a totally different experience here when you use eHarmony because they just kind of do most of the work for you. You know, I've had one date so far. I'm going on my second date tomorrow night, actually, so maybe by the time this commercial is on, you know, I won't be single anymore.
Review all your matches for free at eHarmony.com.
Whoa! Do you know what our favorite part of shooting hoops is? 3, 2, 1. Overtime.
Before the final week of All My Children on ABC and SoapNet, spend one last weekend in Pine Valley.
This is goodbye.
This Saturday, cherish the memories of the First Lady of Soaps with the I Love Lucci
I
Marathon.
love the sound of it.
And this Sunday, relive your favorite love stories with the Last Chance for Romance Marathon.
Perfect.
2 unforgettable All My Children events. This weekend, I Love Lucci this Saturday from 7 to midnight, and Last Chance for Romance this Sunday from 5 to midnight.
It is going to be one incredible ride.
Only on SoapNet.
You won't find a better address than this. I'll take it.
Most people come to the Hamptons for the lifestyle.
Your job is to enjoy yourself. I want your life.
But Emily Thorne is coming for something else.
When I was a little girl, my father died an innocent man, betrayed by the woman he loved.
If I talk real slowly,
When deception cuts this deep,
if I hold your hand,
someone has to pay.
here I go.
When everything you love has been stolen from you,
I'll tell you what you already know.
sometimes all you have left is revenge.
ABC's Revenge premieres Wednesday, September 21st, 10/9 Central
Welcome to the Hamptons.
on ABC.
Well, I was wondering, Judge Murphy, if you just might be able to perform a wedding ceremony a little bit later this week.
I'd like to, Bob, but my calendar's overloaded now. What about Judge Marcus?
He does
Well, he's a bit somber, perhaps.
Hey, Judge, somber isn't the word for it. Now, come on, you get the idea.
Bob, I'd like to help, but I don't think it's humanly possible.
Listen, Judge, you think it would help if I told you that the bride is my sister and that the groom is Pat Ryan, Councilman Ryan's brother?
Frank Ryan. Well, that's a different story. Did you say Friday?
Yeah.
What time Friday?
What time Friday?
Anytime after 4.
Okay. How about 4:30?
Consider it done.
Hey, I appreciate that, Judge. Thank you so much.
I don't know why you didn't tell me at the start it was your sister, and an opportunity to do a good turn for the family of Councilman Ryan. Why, I should thank you.
Well, that's very fine of you, sir. Listen, that's in your chambers, is that correct?
I'll have some liquid refreshments brought in for the occasion.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Now, I'll see you Friday.
Righto.
Goodbye. It's all set.
He didn't mind.
No. Murphy, he's such a politician, you know. I told him Councilman Ryan, geez, he couldn't wait. He's even going to bring in liquid refreshments.
Except that the city councilman will not be there himself.
That doesn't make any difference. Come on. This guy's going to be happy to meet his brother, his mother, his father. It's not going to make any difference, believe me.
Okay, well, I guess it's all right then. Guess we better go break the good news to Delia.
Should cheer her up a little bit, I hope.
Delia? Hey, what's this? Hey, come on now.
I love you.
Honey, Pat's got some good news for you.
I don't think there's any good news.
Sure there is.
See, now listen. Bob knows this terrific judge, and we just talked to him.
Judge?
He's going to marry us in his chambers on Friday.
No.
Hey, honey, what's in your head? Come on, this is a terrific guy. He's got great chambers overlooking the city harbor. You know that? He's going to marry you, and then he's going to have a little party for you afterwards.
You didn't want to go on down to City Hall, did you?
No.
Oh, honey, come on. I mean, this is a terrific guy. He's got a sense of humor. He's going to make you laugh. It's going to be great. Come on.
I think Pat and I need a place to live first, a place that we can call our home.
Dee, we're going to find something.
I think we need a place before we get married, that's
Okay, look, we've been over that. Now, I have 48 hours off. I may not be able to do that again for 3 or 4 more weeks. You don't want to wait 3 or 4 more weeks, do you?
No, but I think it's very important.
No, no buts.
Honey, listen, Pat is right. What you guys need to do is take off, be by yourself together. Get this marriage started off on the right foot.
Why doesn't anybody want to listen to me?
Okay. Now, it's your turn to listen. Now, you've been so upset for so long. You know that we always get along better when we're by ourselves, away from everything. Look, it's gonna be a lot better than you think, really, you'll see. It's gonna be just fine. For you, for me, for our baby.
Hi. Hiya. Come here. It's okay. Daddy's got you. Here you go. That up, boy. Ah, terrific. Terrific. Let's take a look at you. Let's see. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, boy. Hey, you have gotten so big and strong. They treating you okay? Huh? Head up, boy. Head up, boy. That's the ticket.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.